Hey guys, TSM here. Welcome. So that dramatic start. It's the OP14 upgrade. So what I thought I would do is take you through all the elements of the upgrade, what I thought the progression route could be, and it's dependent basically on what type of player you are. So otherwise it looks a bit dramatic. Don't fret. I've not scrapped my base. It is all there, but it's in a bit of a mess just to make life easier, so we can see what's to upgrade and what isn't to upgrade. Right, so first and foremost, all this stuff down here we're not concerned about at the moment. Yes, the turrets are there, but everything else is not getting touched. The things we do want to worry about, and it looks quite small, are these items here. Okay, and I'm going to start from the top, working down. Okay, and I'm not necessarily what's most important, but basically because they're grouped in different orders. So first and foremost then, let's talk about OP14 itself then. It's a little bit concerning in some respects, simply because the time factor. Okay, 21 days, 14 hours and 24 minutes. Okay, that's about 3 days longer than I thought it was going to take. Okay, I was hoping it to be around hoping it was going to be around 18 days. That's obviously not the case. What does it give you access to? Obviously, you can see the list there in front of you, and we'll talk through each one of these as I said a minute ago. Before you even start, then, it's a 21-day upgrade. Some people have some build tokens, some people won't. Bear in mind, we obviously got bounty coming as well, and with the fact that your bounty bubble, obviously, yes, it lasts 12 hours and that sort of stuff, you know, but it does take time to fix your base, and it will slow down the OP upgrade accordingly. So just bear that in mind if you do take part in bounty. Right, so assuming that that's been done, there are one or two things you can do. You could go for the dock next. Okay, you don't necessarily have to go to the dock next then. We upgrade the dock then, that's a further, bear in mind you have to have done the Outpost 14 for all of these things first. You could go this one direct. It's nice that we haven't got to do some of the other buildings this time. So we had to do shipyard last time, this time we don't have to. So this one here, again, another 14 days and a few hours, okay then. But at the moment we've had the hint that the raid fleet only needs 3 ships. We can currently fit those in the current dock. And at the moment, the Winterfangs, I think, are quite strong. And I think we are getting in most bases anyway. So I don't think you need to worry about the dock just yet. Should you wish to do it, that's fine. But it's a 14-day, 9-hour upgrade. Now, let's put things into zones now. So these things are all about ship builder time. So it depends on what's important to you. So first and foremost, okay, if you're going to put weapons on, then obviously you want to do the weapons lab. So putting weapons, and if there's a lot of weapons on a ship, on a hull, so let's just think our PvE ships particularly, obviously, like the Purifier at the moment, then upgrading this one here would obviously save you, okay, then some refit time. So there we go, ship weapon refit time, then modifier is obviously 10%, okay, and it's a help. It's only 10%, I know, okay. And there's obviously permanent effects as well. So these are the bonuses you would get it down to. Okay, then should you upgrade this one, it's a little bit quicker. So if you're into thinking, so actually I want to get my purifiers built and I want to get my obviously my new FM fleet built as well, the brutes, they have quite a lot of weapons on them as well. This may be the one you want to go for first. It is your decision, but that's something to consider. What have we got next then? Next thing, which I think is quite important, is the Intel Lab. Why? Well, if we upgrade the Intel Lab, you'll notice then that this one actually does your, obviously your upgrade modifier as well. So all your upgrades and your retrofitting and that sort of stuff. So if you're thinking you want to be taking obviously hulls up to U1, U2, U3, you can see the time reductions there. So overall, once you're doing 5 ships and you're doing them up to obviously X1, that can make a huge difference. So rather than do the weapons, you may wish to do this one first instead. Build time is quite, again, 6 days and 7 hours. So just think about that. If you're doing Conqueror hosts, generally don't seem to have too many weapons on them, so this may not be the one for you. But if PvE is the way forward for you, you know, obviously in basically things like the Forsaken mission and obviously in the raid, then this may be something for you to consider. Okay, that's that one there. Next one, we've got the Advanced Lab. And the Advanced Lab, the benefit of upgrading this one here then is pretty straightforward. Then you will get, obviously, refit modifier in general, okay? So it's fairly helpful, and this is all for your specials, okay? So we don't really do our specials very often, but sometimes they bring us out a set of specials, like on our brutes, and then all of a sudden they'll release some additional specials as well, which you then take those specials off and put other ones on. Whilst it doesn't take you any points or time, to take specials off anymore, it does take you obviously time to put those new ones on. So that's something to consider if you wish to go for that route. After that then, we'll go for the Naval Lab, which is next. Like I say, these are all kicking around the 6 days and 7 hours, which is quite nice. So this one here then basically is your refit time modifier then for armor. Okay, so armor on your ships. So think about brutes is a good example. A lot of people have used the previous lionfish armor on. They want to take those off and then put the new armors on as they've been getting them in the previous event. So if you want to pop those armors on, then you get a reduction in time for that as well. So those are the things that actually deal with all the ship build reduction times. Okay. Next, let's talk about PvP, and let's talk about PvP defense first. Turrets. Now, there was a deal in the previous event, okay, and what's nice to see, bear in mind you've got to do the OP first. If you wish to upgrade your turrets, and some people may have some of those nice 3-day turret build tokens, whilst there's still only 12 capital, I call them capital turrets, but basically the ones where obviously you can put actually the heavy weapons on, it's 2 days and 6 hours if you wish to upgrade these, okay. Upgrading these is a fantastic idea. Obviously there may be some new weapon systems coming, but it does also make them stronger as well, so they won't die in 2 seconds. It might last 3. So anyway, but a lot of people will be able to do these as soon as the OP is done. They'll be able to click on a few of these and get these done instantly, so that could help a little bit. Next thing we've got to consider then obviously is the portal itself. Okay, this will be quite scary, I'm sure. So let's have a look at the upgrade of the portal. What do we get then? Eek. Okay then, 18 days. Okay, 18 days for the portal, takes you up to the next level. And what are we getting then? An increase then from 190, well, it goes up for what? 2.5 times practically. One thing to note then, you're going to be out collecting an awful lot of base titanium and obviously base parts. Well, we can't do base parts for these, but there is a TLC. Well, in fact, we'll talk about it in a second. But there is a TLC which will allow you to get your items up to this level. Bear in mind, everything can be upgraded before the OP upgrade to free, basically using base parts and obviously collecting things like titanium and definitely lots of reso. So might be a good time to start recycling some older ships. Anyway, so that's the portal, and then the last thing in this zone, particularly then for me, is this one here, which is the saw factory. It's base defense, yes. By upgrading this saw factory, okay, then you get access to this new mine. Okay, you can't get the mine without it. Okay, whether you consider this mine is any good, but obviously it's got a reduction factor on radioactive field, and obviously the routine stuff, which is deflections and that sort of stuff. But yeah, so it's interesting. It's another mine. I'm not sure whether you think mines are worth having and that sort of stuff. It's all dependent on how your base is set up. 1 minute people have got ice mines in, then they've got, you know, the smaller, you know, anti-ship mines that obviously did do some reasonable damage and that sort of stuff until we got the new Winterfang. Now people are using the hibernation, like I said, the ice mine. Why? Because it slows them down. Okay, it didn't have any effect on an upgraded Skysaber, for example, but now it's helping a little bit on Winterfangs. Or at the moment, not many people are going for evade because evade isn't doing much help. So the evade mine is not doing a great deal either. So this new one, like I said, it'll be there for you should you wish to do it. I don't think you should rush out and do the this upgrade. To be honest, it's let me have a little look. What is the upgrade time for this one? Yeah, it's quite considerable, 12 days. I think there's better things to focus on, really. I would look at the some of the PvP items, or particularly have a look at some of the stuff that might make your life easier to get to the next raid. Last chapter then, basically what are we looking at here then? So we're looking at building damage bonuses first, okay? So that's Conquest Yard for you. When you upgrade this one here then, here we go, look, building damage for tier 11s then plus 10%. Not that we really need any extra building damage, but building damage at 10% always helps, okay? So you get your faction increase if you're in an alliance and that sort of stuff, and then you get this permanent 10% building damage bonus as well. So that'll help, okay? Like I said, you can go straight into this one if this is what you wanted, because once you've done the OP14, that there's no other requirements. Bear in mind to read the prints then, but your requirements are always listed as well. So You can obviously upgrade your Conquest Yard, the same as all these other buildings, like I said, free, either via obviously the TLC that's coming, or you can utilise just using going out and getting base parts. Right, what else are we left with then? Tactical Lab is next, okay. So TAC Lab for us, what have we got on the TAC Lab? This is where you get your evade bonuses. So here we go, look, there are quite a few pre-requirements here. Look, Outpost 14, and then obviously, you know, Weapons Lab, and there are a few things that are already done, but if you haven't already done them already, so that's the requirement for this one here as well. So this will just give you a bonus to your evade stats, as you can see there. Not a huge amount, but if you've got a fleet out there that requires a lot of evade, then this is one to do, but I don't think we'll be doing this one very soon, to be honest, either. And this, I think, to me is the last one to do, but it just depends, because some fleets used to cost an awful lot to fix, but particularly the Conqueror fleets, they don't anymore. So this is obviously repair modifier. So here we go. We get the Conqueror Defender, basically repair modifier time reduced by 10%. So I mean, yeah, interceptors, not that anybody uses those anymore. Okay, but yeah, it's all there anyway. So it's just something to think about. 10% of really, you know, defense fleet, what's it take? 2 hours to fix it, you know? And then obviously Conqueror fleets at half time during the event, they don't take a huge amount of time anyway. But so progression then, well, that is everything. So I think Outpost first. If you have the tokens, bear in mind you've got to go and collect the res. I would think about your turrets. From there, what would we go next? Probably one or two things. It's either going to be, well, it might be the Weapons Lab for your refit times, okay, or it might be your Intel Lab for your upgrading, okay. It's one of these two I suggest next. In between, like I said, it's turrets. If you're really worried about base defense, then you really want to come down, obviously, to doing your portals, I think, after your turrets, or probably your portals first, then your turrets. We haven't got a new turret yet, so a portal. But bear in mind, if a turret does come out in the next event, then you're stuck, obviously, upgrading this one. This is, you know, quite a long time. 18 days is a long time if you don't have any build tokens, okay? So just consider that as well, whereas these are very, very quick. Basically, we've got 12 of these then. And if you do happen to have some tokens, bear in mind, FN brings you tokens as well. So there's at least 3 more FMs this month as well. So that's 3 days off of those there. So that takes you down almost then to the same time as doing one portal by doing all your turrets. But obviously at the moment there is no turret. So that's about it really. OP first, one of these two here. Personally, if you're into base defense, it's one of these here. If you're into just going out and smashing fleets and not really worry about obviously looking after yourself in your own base, which is quite difficult at the moment anyway, I think personally is you might want to consider upgrading this one, because obviously you get the building damage multiplier, which is quite nice. It doesn't actually say PvP only, but obviously this is a conquest yard. And then maybe you want to think about TAC Lab. Okay. You may want to. Okay, it's an evade bonus, but there's not a great deal of evade stuff that's really. It's only when it's against Skyfires, so you never know. You know, we might have something coming back. I mean, yes, Skyfires do a little bit, but not a huge amount if they're on their own. But they do finish off a base quite nicely. Right. Okay, that's it. Any questions? Then please drop them in the comments below. And if you've got anything that you think I might have missed out as well, then also drop that in. TSM out.